Hey friends, I hope you are doing great and I hope you had a great week. I am so excited that you are here today to talk with me about some awesome questions that we have for today's Talk About It Friday. So let's get right into it with our fun questions here and let's see where the conversation goes. Here we go! So today we're going to kick off the fun with a great starter question. Here we go. Today's starter question is, if you could open a business, what would it be? And I think this is a really cool, fun question to think about because there are so many things you can do with a business. And actually, I've kind of been experimenting with a bit of a business this past fall and into the winter, and it's been a cool project I've taken on with my dad. So my dad, pictured here, retired in September and has been doing all kinds of things throughout his retirement, but the one thing that he really wanted to do more of when he was retired was to spend more time in the outdoors and enjoy hunting and fishing things. And the cool thing about my dad is, in the past he has recorded a bunch of his hunting and fishing excursions and kind of made them into a show that he called Cunningham Outdoors. So one of the projects that I've taken on with my dad is kind of re-upping Cunningham Outdoors and making it a thing.
This is Cunningham Outdoors.
So right now we have a YouTube page, we have a website, we have Facebook, we have all kinds of social media, and I think what I would do if I could open a business is kind of turn what we're doing into a true business and make like merchandise and sell it and have kind of things where we can do with hunting things and have a TV show, kind of like we are doing, just on a bigger scale. So I know that this is something that I've become really passionate about, and I didn't really think I would become passionate about hunting and fishing again. When I was little, it was something that I did all the time with my dad, but as I grew up, I kind of grew out of being an outdoor person. I didn't really hunt often, I didn't have much time for it, but now that I've taken the time to kind of reinvest some of this energy and spend time with my dad and make it into something really cool that we're really proud of, I think I would want to make it into a business. And someday, maybe we are going to make it into a business. It's just a really cool, fun, leisurely thing that I get to do and kind of gives myself a hobby of kind of producing all the content and stuff like that. And it's something that I really enjoy and that I kind of went to school to learn about. So that is something that I would turn into a business. I am interested to hear what you guys would do as far as what you would want to open up or how you would start a business. So feel free to comment on that. Okay friends, now we are going to get into our comical questions, and they're pretty good this week. Okay, so the first comical question is kind of like just a guess by me and something that I don't know if you guys are familiar with, but the first question is, what is something that you think kids these days aren't familiar with? And my one thing that I would say from my childhood that I'm not sure you guys are very familiar with or know that existed was called Webkinz. That's right, Webkinz was kind of one of the first online gaming excursions, one of the first kind of experiments of social exchange on internet. You had like an account and you had stuffed animals that you would turn into the things that you could play with on the website.
So I had 3 Webkinz.
I had a Russell named Rhino, I had a chocolate lab called Todd, and I had a monkey named Barbosa. And those are my 3 characters that I had.
And you could build a house, and you could play these games and spend money and get extra clothing for your things, and you can interact with other people's Webkinz.
And it was something that I did when I was younger, and I'm not sure any of you guys know what Webkinz are. If you know what Webkinz are, let me know in the comments, or let me know through a text or something like that, because I want to know if this is something that any of you guys have heard of. So, did you know what Webkinz was? Or is it something that I am correct in saying that
I don't think you guys all know about?
So our second question is kind of getting back into those
Brain-moggling.
you know, kind of the rhetoricalness of a fun question. And the question is, what is a fish's equivalent to being thirsty? I really don't know what a fish's equivalent to being thirsty is because when we get thirsty, we drink water. Fish live in water! I can't think of what an element would be in the water that would make fish kind of feel thirsty. Do fish just not experience thirst?
Because that would be something interesting to research.
I think this would be a cool question to kind of go to someone who knows more about fish and more about marine life and kind of the way in which fish feel. I don't know, this one is kind of boggling. Is it something that fish do not ever have kind of the thirst? Or maybe fish do have thirst and then they drink the water in which they're living in?
I don't know.
This one really made me think and kind of has me wanting to understand more about fish and if they do get thirsty. So if you know any information about fish, or if you know someone who's a marine biologist or something that knows more about fish, can you ask them if they have something that replaces the tendency to be thirsty, or if fish do drink the water they live in, or is it just the way that they breathe? Because I don't really know much about the anatomy of fish or how they work. So if you do know, or if you want to take a guess, again, message me or comment kind of your answer as to what you think is the equivalent to when a fish is thirsty. So friends, we were going to wrap up today's video with another deep thinking discussion, kind of getting into something more along the lines of thinking deeper into a topic or an issue, but I think moving forward it's a great time with the weekend coming up to have some positive, fun energy, and I am going to include something fun to end this video that you can do to yourself. And this is from Google Arts and Culture, and it is a really cool thing that you can do where it's called making a blob opera. So I will have this linked below here in the video, and what you can do is you can make these little blobs sing some opera and sing some harmonies, and it's actually really fun regardless of if you like music or something like that. It's just a really fun interactive tool, and I figured I would introduce it to you guys so you can make some really fun noises and sounds and kind of harmonize these little blobs. And I'm going to end today's video with kind of the rendition that I made with some of these blob artists and some of the singers and kind of making an opera. And I want you guys to try it out, so find the link and go to it and give it a try. And if you make some really cool creations, don't be afraid to send them my way and we can share them or something like that. But have fun with it. Enjoy your Friday. This is how I kind of wanted to wrap up today. I hope you enjoyed kind of getting into some of the questions, and have fun making a blob opera. You'll never know what it's going to turn out to be. So here's my piece, and with that, I'll see you later next week when we get into more motivation on Monday. See you later, friends.